Okay, today we'll show you a quick demo of the latest version of the automation framework. The automation framework is one part of the CrossCompute automation system, and you can use it to transform your Jupyter notebook or script into a report. So I'm going to show a couple of things: live update, some new views like the Pi deck screen grid layer, as well as the new configuration file structure. You can see the example report in GitHub CrossCompute examples under reports. Today we'll show the map schools report. So you can see a demo here. You see the different batches listed, as well as the report itself. So this is the new Pi deck screen grid view. Let's change a couple of things about the report. So we can make the style of the map height shorter. Note the update only happens on the save. Let's restore the size of that and update the markdown template. And as in 0.8 and 0.9, you can put in the input variables as well as output variables. So you see the new markdown text here. And we also support filters. Currently 2 filters are supported, title and slug. So this is the type from your input variable. And if you remove that, you see the raw version of your input variable here. So let's do a quick review of the new version config format. So in 0.9 we have several changes. We've simplified the config format. So instead of needing 3 or 4 or 5 config files, you can have a single config file. So here you define the input variables to your script, and where the path in the input folder where they'll be stored. Here you specify the output variables from your script and what view you want them to render through. As well as some associated configurations such as the center and zoom. So let's change the mapbox style, for example. I think I can use a satellite V9, I'm guessing. Check if this works. Yep. So change the map style. What else? We can undo that. And you can specify your template or a series of templates if you have multiple pages and sections. And most important, here's a new thing, the batches. So you can define your different batches using either a CSV or a text file. If you only have a single input variable, you can use a text file. If you have multiple, you can use a CSV. So in this case, let's open our batch configuration file. So we have 4 batches here. We're going to open datasets batches CSV. We have 4 batches with 3 input variables. So 4 different configurations of those 3 input variables. And so what the framework will do is it'll iterate through each batch configuration run the script or notebook with the input variables you specified, and then render um, your batches. So just to show that it's live, you can update the batch name. The update only happens on the save. So currently the views that are supported, we support the PyDeck screen grid view. We also support image. So image, you can see the regular image. Mapbox. So the Mapbox map is a little different from the screen grid. You have to output GeoJSON. As well as Markdown. So this is an SVG format. So this one, you can see this example in widgets paint letters. So you can see the script takes as input a document text and now put a choropleth in SVG format. So the whole idea, the main idea is we want to decouple the script from the automation slash visualization report part of it. So we want the script to know as little about the framework as possible. The only assumption we're making is the environment variable. And everything else, in this case, we're generating the batches through a text file. So there you have it, 0.9. We have a couple of more work to do before it's ready to put up on PyPy. But thanks for listening.